I turned around, grabbed the pistol, put it in the chamber, and then just pulled instantly 2 times.
But why did he do it? And what drove this seemingly ordinary guy to murder?
Can you show us how she threatened you today?
But despite what John says, detectives start to piece together the horrifying story that ended in bloodshed.
Crazy stuff happens. That does not happen, I can tell you that.
On September 25th, 2022, John Ramos was at home in his apartment along Ridge Parkway in Broomfield, and it seemed to be an evening like any other. Arguments, shouting, and 2 shots rang out through the apartment, shattering the quiet, as John used a gun to shoot his wife, instantly ending her life. John then calmly picked up the phone and dialed 911 to report what he had done. Officers quickly arrived, apprehended him, and took him into custody, their minds racing as to what could cause this seemingly calm and collected man to snap and murder his wife.
So how we got married is about when COVID happened. So what was that, 2 weeks?
So the shutdown, that was in March of 2019.
They were saying like COVID's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, leading up to that is, kind of the beginning of 2019 is when we started hearing about it. And then I don't know if you remember where you were when everything shut down. That would have been March of 2019.
Well, I broke my knee. I broke my knee at the job.
Okay.
With the sofa.
Yeah.
And I was out of work for 2 years.
Oh, man.
Because no doctor would see me.
Because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
And then I finally got my knee looked at this year, and the x-ray said it was okay, but the physical therapist said it's broken, but it basically healed, and I'm going to have problems for the rest of my life.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
It's my life.
It's not going your way, is it?
Not at all. And I try to communicate with my wife, and I be straightforward so you understand, so there's no confusion. But somehow she takes it as I always attack her, and then she gets so aggressive, and then acts like she wasn't aggressive towards me.
So talk to me about what that means when you say she gets aggressive.
She cusses at me and yells on top of her lungs.
Okay.
And then starts storming around and starts grabbing shit and just doesn't communicate, hear me. Okay. I say something that would maybe help her. Like say it's okay, and she hears something completely opposite.
Okay.
She just hyperventilates. She doesn't listen to me. I talk to everybody else about anything else in my life, just basic stuff, and all the stuff with my family I told you about. I tell you that, and you guys are listening to me.
Right.
She just takes it like I'm attacking her and like she's stupid.
Okay. So not very good communication, it sounds like.
No, and it's been going on pretty much since we got married.
Okay.
And I don't understand it. Like, no, I have no family in my life anymore. Like, why is all of this happening? And I don't really jump into conclusions like cheating and all that other crap.
Sure. Yeah. What about her? So you mentioned something that pretty much right after you guys started dating, that Tegan would put her hands on you. Can you talk to me about what that means?
Well, if I tell her that she says, if I said that, I don't like how you said that to me, she would take it into defense and storm off and go into the bathroom and then still talk and then still yell at me.
Okay.
And I'm just talking to her by the door. And then all of a sudden, she grabs the door and then slams it into my temple right here.
Okay.
And I'm not going to call the police. She saw that she hurt me, and then she felt super bad somehow. And then like today, I was talking to her and trying to make things better, and then all of a sudden, forcefully, not like politely, where I can't talk, she puts me against the wall. In reverse, where I can't talk and say anything.
Okay. How big is Tegan?
200 something more.
Do you know how tall she is?
5'8", maybe.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Okay, so pretty close in height, right? And then she weighs more than you do? Okay. How's her physical strength?
She's really strong.
Okay.
For her.
Yeah.
Not doing a lot.
Okay. What kind of work does
When
he
the conversation turns to his wife, John starts to lay the seeds of her being abusive, uncooperative, and unreasonable. Is this going to be John's defense when the conversation gets around to the topic of why he shot his wife?
So, can you walk us through your day today, sort of like from when you woke up this morning?
Well, I woke up, I thought everything was fine, but I felt like she was a little distant, and she kind of was all day.
Okay.
And she doesn't like that. I can pick up on that for some reason, if she's upset.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with her. And just all day, she was just blowing up. Just at the simplest words, she would just go straight to 100. Like, there's no reasoning with her.
So give us an example. Can you give us an example of a conversation like you guys had today? Like you say, because I think I know what you mean, but like, for example, you would try to talk to her about this and then she would say this. Like,
It's exactly what it is.
Okay.
So like I tell you, I'm, no matter what it is, and I try to be compassionate. I tell the truth and nothing but the truth,
Okay.
even if it hurts your feelings.
Sure.
She doesn't like that, and she's always taken it to a whole nother level. Like, we're talking about, I don't like the way you talk to me. Can you please change that? Then it somehow goes to, from something so simple that can be fixed, to something that has nothing at all to do with what we were just talking about. So so we're lost. We're fighting for nothing,
Yeah.
and she's yelling for nothing. And then after we fight, she just sits there and like, I'm sorry I said all these hurtful things to you. I said, I'm sorry, you're a piece of shit. I don't really mean it. And that's all she would ever do, every single fight.
Okay.
And I thought I could help and just be supportive and just listen, but she wouldn't, because she thinks I'm attacking her. It's like nothing I would do worked.
So, you said she was pretty distant then when you guys got up. Did that change at some point where you started arguing again, or at least having conversation again?
It's just little, like she just did little like if we were fine, then she would just be like, and then I'm like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Why do you think something's wrong? Well, obviously I see you're upset, and I want to know if everything's okay. And then she would just play stupid, and then just act like I don't know what I'm talking about.
And that happened today? Okay.
And then finally she admitted that, oh yeah, I was lying to you this whole time, and all this other crap.
What was she upset about?
Everything, literally everything. It's just ridiculous.
What happens next?
We get out of bed, we do our normal routine, use the bathroom, brush our teeth. She makes breakfast. I had some coffee, and she just started to be a little temperamental for some odd reason the second we woke up. And it's been happening lately, and I just don't question it because I don't like thinking about that stuff.
Sure. It's easier to ignore it sometimes than to...
I think I can fix it maybe later, or just talk to her and understand why she's doing this. But then all she does is do all these horrible things, say I'm a piece of shit, and she doesn't love me. But then all of a sudden, after we're done talking, she says she loves me and she's so sorry, and she's just bawling, crying, like on her knees, like asking for forgiveness. And who I am, I'm going to give her forgiveness. And she just does it right again and again and again and again.
Did she do that today?
Yes.
Okay.
But a lot worse.
Okay. So did you eat breakfast with her, or do you guys do your own thing for breakfast, or?
We ate breakfast together.
Okay.
But it was just awkward because she was having attitude and wouldn't tell me why. She was saying she was fine, but I can clearly see she was upset, and she was just playing me like I was stupid.
Okay.
And every time I tried to talk to her, she would just yell at me and then storm off to another bedroom and close the door for like 10 minutes.
The officers give John an opportunity to describe his day and the things that led up to the murder. This prompts John to circle back and once again start to portray his wife as cold, distant, and if she was almost goading him. Now, with a better understanding of the relationship between John and his wife, the detectives can start to piece together what happened leading up to the murder.
She was making dinner and she wouldn't stop. I was trying to get her to stop for 2 hours, just to stop and calm down and relax. I was like, if you're okay, then why are you acting like this? Why are you going over the top and you're not letting anything go?
Okay.
And she was cutting the knife. I mean, she was cutting steak with the knife, and that's when she threatened me with it. And I grabbed the gun, and it wasn't loaded. I put one in the chamber, and I shot her twice.
Okay.
And then I immediately called 911, and I took the magazine out.
Okay. How long was she cutting stuff up? What was she making?
Fajitas.
Okay, so she was cutting the meat?
Yes, ma'am.
The raw meat, or was it cooked already?
It was cooked.
Okay, so she's cutting up the steak. Tell me about the words that you remember happening between you two.
I can't even remember. It happened so fast because she came at me with the knife because she wouldn't stop being so aggressive. I was trying to talk to her and be like I am now. Relax, calm down, it's okay. And she would say that, and she would take that as aggressive, or I'm talking to her.
Okay.
And she somehow got tired of it and came at me with the knife.
Do you remember? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, ask the question.
Do you remember how she was holding the knife?
Like this.
In her left hand?
Her right hand.
Her right hand.
I'm just left-handed. Yeah.
Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's right-handed? Okay.
So where are you at? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Where are you at when all this is happening?
Right by the counter, right by the countertop, basically where she, on the pod, basically like.
Can you draw it for me? Because I haven't been to your apartment. Sorry, I gotta take hold of my throat.
So when you're in an apartment, you know the bars, like so there's the kitchen.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So there's the kitchen.
Okay.
And then there's like bar stools.
Oh, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Like up to a counter, or where are the bar stools?
Because there's the bar stool, and then right here is where the faucet is.
Oh, okay.
And everything, and then we had a lot of space extra, and I was standing here, and she lunged at me with a knife, and I grabbed for the gun, and I put one in the chamber, and it shot twice instantly, and I put the gun down, and I 1,000% called 911 instantly.
Okay, I believe you, John. I'm just going to ask you, I know, do you need some more water or some breathing? Okay.
That's really right.
Yeah, that happens. That's actually a natural response when you're going through a really stressful situation. Okay.
She wouldn't stop, no matter how much I tried and pleaded and be so sweet and kind and trying to lower my voice. And she said I was being maybe a little loud. I was lowering my voice. And then she just wouldn't stop and kept being so aggressive. She wouldn't stop it. It's like she wanted it without trying to tell me.
Okay.
John explained the murder itself and how it happened, hoping that the detectives would understand why he acted like he did. His reasoning? Self-defense after being threatened with a knife, something which he repeatedly told the detectives.
So do you normally keep the gun like that? So tell me how you normally keep the gun.
The magazine is full, but it's never loaded at all.
Okay.
That's how I keep it.
Okay, and you keep it on that table all the time, or do you take it to the bedroom with you, or anything like that?
When I go to sleep, really, I put it next to my side.
Okay, how long have you had that gun?
3 years.
3 years. Where'd you get it?
Murdoch's.
Murdoch's. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Do you ever take it with you places, or?
Never.
Okay. What kind of gun was it, or what do you know about it?
It's a Hellcat, Springfield, 9mm.
Okay.
13+1.
Okay. So that means 13 in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have other magazines for it anywhere? Where are those at?
There's a glass set for drinking alcohol. So it's a nice looking set and wooden. If you lift that up, there's a magazine and some shells underneath.
Some bullets in there?
Yes, ma'am.
Where is that located in here?
It's by like where the shot glasses are and the alcohol.
Is that
in the
kitchen?
In the dining area.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have any extra bullets anywhere else?
Just two shotgun,
Shells?
the boxes.
The boxes.
2 boxes.
Do you have a shotgun somewhere in your house?
Mm-hmm. It's right next to the dresser.
Okay. How long have you had that?
About the same time for the pistol.
Okay.
And then a 270 Remington. And that's in the closet on her side and behind the clothes.
Okay. And so are you a big gun guy? Or
Mm-hmm.
tell me about that.
I grew up shooting guns, and my dad taught me how to, especially with BB guns.
Okay.
So I mostly grew up with long guns,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much how I got into it. And my dad taught me how to shoot. I shot so many guns. So it's pretty much what
What's your favorite gun to shoot?
The Rhino. It's a revolver.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that your dad's gun, or is that...
It was his gun. He sold it a long time ago.
Okay.
For some money.
So would you go to the shooting range and shoot, or... Okay. Did you and your dad hunt or anything like that?
No, we weren't able to at the time.
Okay.
He died too soon.
Okay. But you would go to the shooting range together,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how your dad taught you?
Yes, ma'am. Because he was a sheriff.
Okay. So, 2 long guns in your apartment, or just 1? I'm confused.
Would you consider shotgun long gun?
Yeah.
So the shotgun,
Yep.
and then 270 Remington.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure that I have that in my mind right. Okay. Are they all loaded?
Shotgun's loaded. It's just you need to take the safety off. And then the 270 is it's not one. There's no one in the chamber, but it does have bullets inside of it. It's just not loaded.
Okay.
With John having admitted to shooting his wife and detailing the crime, detectives probe into his relationship with his weapons and whether he may be more dangerous than his calm and affable demeanor are letting on.
So without getting super crazy, because I don't want you to feel weird about this, but can you show us how she threatened you today with the knife? I mean, can you
Demonstrate it?
demonstrate it for us? I don't want you to, touch either one of us or get too
I understand.
crazy about it. But
Well, she was cutting the steak like this, and she was saying whatever she was saying, and it happened so fast, and she just wouldn't listen to me. And then all of a sudden, she goes just like this, and then comes around the corner, charging me. And I turned around and grabbed for the pistol, put one in the chamber, and did put it down instantly, and then grabbed for my phone. Because I knew just what happened.
Yeah.
It happened just like that.
So if you're Tegan, where would you be? Would you be here where Jennifer is then?
so this is the couch.
Just where you were sitting, but just standing.
Okay.
Okay.
So can you stand up for me? Okay, we'll just close this. So if this is the knife. Show me how she had the knife when she came around.
So she was cutting the stick here, and I'm standing there. She's doing this, and she wouldn't stop, and she was going so aggressive, and then she just goes like this. I turn around, grab the pistol, put one in the chamber, and then just pull instantly 2 times.
Okay.
Instantly put it down. I'm like this, and then I put the phone, and I called everyone instantly, and I told the dispatcher that I killed her.
Okay, so if you have the knife in your hand like she did,
Like this.
so she was holding it like this?
She was holding it like this when she was cutting,
Right.
and when she was still being aggressive and yelling, she yelled at me and then put it like this and charged at me.
Do you remember what she was yelling at you when that happened?
It was about a fight about basically, it's pretty dumb comparing,
Sure.
because I could be pretty truthful, and she would take that as offensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the things she's done to me, like called me a piece of shit, wanted a divorce, leaning towards a little bit of cheating, but she never admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
And just always constantly yelling at me and belittling me and making me feel weak and do nothing.
Okay.
And then a couple of fights she would hit me and hurt me, but I'm not going to do anything to her.
Okay. So what did you think would happen had you not turned and grabbed your gun?
She would have killed me, because ever since the beginning since today, you show compassion. I can see that. She was showing anger, and I can see that.
Okay.
But she was playing me like I'm stupid and just wouldn't admit it.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to talk and get things better, and she wouldn't. and she just wouldn't listen to me at all.
Okay.
She never listens to me. Like the only time she ever listens to me until she's crying because she knew what she did wrong, and then just expect everything to be done. Like I know I said I hate you and you're a piece of shit and all this other stuff.
But now that I'm sorry.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And that's all she's ever done, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
John then starts to act out the crime, showing detectives where he was compared to his wife when she attacked, and the actions he took to defend himself.
So when you grabbed the gun and fired, what was your intention?
To defend myself.
Okay, what did you think would happen to Tegan?
What do you mean?
What did you think her injuries might be?
Well, I was defending myself because it was life or death, so I intended to end her life before she tried to kill me.
Okay. They seem like really dumb questions, I know. But again, I'm just trying to get what the thought process was. I don't want to make an assumption, or I don't want to say, well, this is what I would do, so that's probably what John did, or this is what I would think, so that's probably what he thought. It's just really important that we kind of understand your thought process.
I just think differently, so it's hard for me to try to comprehend or try to say it in a way that for people to understand.
And that's probably why we're asking you a bunch of questions, just because we want to make sure that you're able to clearly articulate what happened. It's very important to us that we understand. And has there ever been another incident where she's had a weapon or you've had a weapon in one of these fights?
She's just always been close to the firearms, just as much as I.
Oh, okay. So she likes to shoot.
She's familiar with how they work.
Okay.
Has she ever threatened you with one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Pointed them at you, held it, threatened even, I'm going to go get that, and...
Just pointed it at me.
She has? When was that?
3 days ago. The pistol. The Hellcat.
Tell me about that.
We're just sitting here having a conversation, and she just sparks up an argument and pulls a pistol on me because because of my knee injury and all my physical therapy, I'm finally able to go back to work, and she just belittles me and disrespects me about how I'm finally working now.
Okay.
And all this other crap, and
yeah,
it's just so much.
Right.
It's been going on for so many years, and I've wanted to get a divorce.
What stopped you?
Because I loved her.
Okay.
But she was just getting more and more violent. If I would question her about hey, are you doing, like, because she would talk to a guy, and then I would ask her if anything's going on, and then she would, instead of just being like, no, nothing's going on, she would just go straight to cussing, yelling, and straight to hyperventilating, and closing the door, and then saying, I want this to be done with, I'm over it, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Detectives then asked a big question. What did John think would happen when he pointed that gun at his wife and pulled the trigger? The open and honest answer that he gave came as a blunt shock to them.
Are you guys on any prescription medications? I don't know if you asked this.
Yeah, I knew that John wasn't, but I wasn't sure about Tegan. Any health issues or concerns for her?
What about drinking? Did you guys have anything to drink today?
We had like 2 shots.
2 shots. So what were you drinking?
It was a vodka.
Okay. And then when did you have those shots?
About 5, so about like around 4.
4? Okay.
We were shooting.
Both of them right away, or did you have a shot and then wait a while?
We would take shots together.
Okay. So just 2 shots apiece, or what do you think?
So that's basically 3. So for both of us.
3.
So I took. So here's a shot glass.
Sure.
Here's a shot glass. You take one. I take one.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little bit later, I take one. You take one again. And we took 3.
Okay. All right.
And that's.
Is that pretty normal for you guys, or do you guys Usually have a couple cocktails at night or whatever?
Mostly when my days off. I only really almost always have 2 days off, or 1 day off.
Okay.
So.
That's normal for you guys, though? Yeah. Okay.
Everything seemed too easily explained away, so detectives turned their questioning to substances, specifically alcohol, and whether John or his wife had been drinking leading up to the violent.
Okay. And then what about any other drugs? Do you guys use any
Just marijuana.
marijuana? Did you do that today at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It didn't influence anything.
Okay, well tell me about that. What did you use? So you weren't feeling like, dude, I was wasted or nothing like that, okay? What about, how much do you guys just use marijuana?
We just had a bowl. We just had one bowl.
Okay.
Like one bong.
And when was that?
3:30.
So before the shots?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you guys didn't feel any different? Is that something you guys do too, to kind of relax on your days off, is smoke some weed?
Yeah, because it helps with pain and stress and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not judging, I'm just asking. It's nice to know people's habits, and what they do. There's nothing wrong with any of that.
Because my knee's broken and it helps a lot too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, you probably have a little bit of pain from that.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not doing any pain meds or anything like that. Okay.
John then admitted to smoking some marijuana before the shooting. These kinds of drugs could alter a person's mind and lead them to do something that they might otherwise not do when clear-headed.
What made you shoot twice and not just once?
Just to stop her.
Okay.
She wasn't stopping the first time.
Okay, so tell me about that.
I shoot her, and if I'm not mistaken, in the chest. And that's when she was being committed to what she was doing. And then I pulled again, and that was it. She dropped.
Okay.
And that's when I dropped the gun and called 911.
So when she was committed to what she was doing, what does that mean to you?
Attacking. So it's still going like this towards me.
She was still
She wouldn't.
dancing on you?
There was no talking to her anymore. She just blew up.
Do you remember where the knife ended up, or?
No, it happened so fast. Like I said, she lunged at me to attack me with the knife. I shot her, and I instantly put the gun down, grabbed my phone, and dialed 911.
Do you think that you might have moved the knife at all
Never.
to make it safe or anything?
Never.
Okay.
I didn't want to touch anything. I just immediately called 911.
Would it surprise you to know that the officers saw the knife on the counter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not sure?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
But she had it in her hand, and she happened so fast.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And so you believed that she was making enough, because typically, we as officers even train this way, which is really weird, but like if I'm talking to someone who I think might be dangerous, I even put like a table between us. You know why? Because it gives me more time to react, it gives me a safety area and a way to retreat. Do you know what that means? So a way to get away.
We've had a lot of fights in our relationship for a lot of years, and I've dealt with it, we talked through it, but something today just felt very, very odd, and she just would not budge and tell me anything. It just kept getting worse and worse.
Okay.
She just wouldn't tell me anything.
And you felt like you couldn't get away. You had to stop her.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I'm just, if I was watching a movie play out, and sometimes you watch these intense movies and you're like, man, why isn't he just walk away, or why doesn't he just leave or retreat?
It was a big knife, and
okay.
I feared for my life, because usually she says she's been violent, but this was different. She's never been like trying to kill, attack me with a knife.
Okay.
It's always just like I said, just slamming my head on the door in the door, or my arm, or just covering my mouth, just stuff like that, and then belittling me, and then when I try to say, why'd you do that? I never did that.
Okay.
And it made me honestly, She just constantly made me feel stupid and just kept hurting me. But I thought it was okay if I just were to stick through it and try to make things better and communicate and try to understand what was going on.
Yeah.
But to her, I'm attacking her. Always.
Right. Well, enough is enough, though, man. You've put up with a lot from her, you know? That's a lot to endure, because it sounds like you guys were almost just in that apartment all the time, just getting after each other about one thing or another.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great.
Always.
Okay.
John's story starts to sound a little more rocky when the detectives push him to try to explain some inconsistencies and details that don't quite add up. They are trained to find inconsistencies and anomalies in stories, and when they find them in John's, they start to chip away at him.
Here's the thing. I am very, very appreciative of you talking to us and giving us your side of the story. I think it's important for us to hear that and hear everything that happened. The one thing that I think is just a little bit different about what happened today is I think that you were fed up. I think you were fed up with her doing all this to you all day. And that not that she wasn't holding the knife, and not that she wasn't belittling you and, treating you horrible, like no human should be treated. But I think that led to what happened today. And I think it's hard, and just hear me out for a second. It's hard for me to believe the timing of things, and I get that things happen quickly. I've been involved in critical incidents and had to make decisions like this. But I don't know that I wholeheartedly believe in the timeline that you've given us as far as, her lunging at you, continuing to be able to lunge at you after the first shot. I just think it's extremely hard for me to believe.
Well, it wasn't just one shot. Like I said, there wasn't just one and then a two. It was boom, boom, done.
Right, but you just told us that she was still lunging at you after the first shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's why I said it happened so fast. But that's why I said it went boom, boom.
Yeah.
Because she still wasn't stopped. She was still coming at me.
Yeah.
So I shoot her twice.
So the timing of it just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense to me, and that's where I have a problem with your account of what happened. I get that you're honest. I get that you're blunt and upfront and everything else. I honestly think that she was like picking at you all day long, and I've been there. Like I've been in situations where you're like this, right, and you have about this much left in your patience or in your grace or whatever you want to call it, and then it's like enough is enough. I'm doing what I need to do to get out of this situation. I think that's what happened today.
So today we had a little argument, and we're starting to get to the solution now. And I'm thinking everything's okay. And that is when everything kicked off. She's over here still cutting me, and then all of a sudden just goes berserk. And that's when I turned around and grabbed the gun and shot her twice.
Yeah, because she never threatened you with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
How would the knife still be on the...
If it happened in a split second, like you said, if I'm sitting here and I'm going to threaten Billy Joe here, my partner, and I've got it in, I don't care what hand I have it in, and I'm going to threaten her with it, and I'm standing around the corner here, coming at her, and she decides to pull her weapon and shoot me, you think the knife is going to land perfectly on the counter and not still be in her hand?
I didn't see where I didn't see.
We have seen where the knife is.
I didn't.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So there's, I get the fact that you're saying that you defended yourself, and I'm not doubting that, because I think you defended yourself from 6 years of abuse by her, right? And today was enough. Like, I've had enough from this chick. And if she covered your mouth like that, there's nothing more degrading that someone can do to you, right? Besides maybe, I don't know, urinate on you or something crazy like that. It's pretty degrading to have your wife do that to you, right? So I believe that you had enough she was cutting meat, probably still yapping, you know, putting you down, calling you names, telling you you're worthless or whatever was going on, and you're like, you know what, enough. I'm going to grab this gun and I'm going to take care of this. And then after being that angry and that, holy crap, what just happened, I ended my wife's life. It's like, okay, now, you know, you realize you're a smart dude. You realize what you got yourself into. But you know what? It was emotions. And the emotions that are higher than any emotions ever are the ones that our spouses can do to us, right? So you had enough. I don't think she lounged at you with a knife. The pictures that I'm seeing from people who are out on scene, the knife is laying perfectly on the counter next to the cutting board or whatever she was using. So I don't think it happened that way. You already told us you didn't move the knife, that you didn't touch it. We've been on a lot of crime scenes. If you can look at Detective Naismith and I, we're a couple of old ladies, okay?
Yeah.
We've worked a lot of crime scenes. Crazy stuff happens. That does not happen, I can tell you that. That weapon, if it was in her hand and she was threatening with you with it around the corner, away from the counter, unless there's some, like, I mean, and I'm going to be a smart ass here, because that's how ridiculous it sounds, unless there's some fairy that picks it up from under her body or somewhere near her body and puts it up on the counter and lays it perfectly. It didn't happen that way. I get it, dude. You were defending yourself from years of abuse and belittling. And if she covered your mouth today when you were trying to talk to her or help her understand what you were feeling, I understand how that can make you enraged, dude. Enough to, I mean, and it was pretty easy and accessible, right? It's not like you had to, you know, be like, oh, what can I do? No, your gun is sitting right there. And you're done. You've had enough of her. You want to shut her up. And I think that's what happened. But I want you to be honest with us about it, because this theory of her coming at you with a knife, I don't buy it.
It's at this point where the detectives start to tell John their picture of what happened in the apartment and the reasons why they thought he had shot his wife. This is all based on what they have learned over the course of the interrogation.
You said you tell the truth, dude.
Yeah, I do.
Tell the truth.
I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Yes, well then please don't lie to us.
Don't disrespect us.
Never.
Because that's not believable, dude.
No, so I understand, like, as the crime scene, but it happened so fast. You're right.
If she
No,
would,
I'm saying, no, I'm talking about you. What you said about me.
Yeah.
you had enough, and you decided to shut her up, right? And now you feel bad about it, and I get that, man. You showed huge emotion, but you know how quickly our minds decide to do things? So your mind was telling you what today?
I had no intentions ever, but it happened. But at that moment, it happened.
Yeah, it was right there. Your gun was right there.
At the moment,
Yeah.
and I regret it the second it happened.
Yeah.
So she didn't come at you with a knife.
I thought she was, but that's probably something.
You thought maybe she would,
Mm-hmm.
but she never physically came at you with a knife. She came at with you with words, I bet, right?
Yeah, and it did look like she was getting aggressive, but
She never held a knife and came after you.
well, she was holding the knife.
Okay, but she never came after you.
Yeah, but she was doing this, and then had it like this, and that's
But
what
she never charged at you. Let's be truthful.
No.
Up to this point,
No. So, where is this? Here she is.
Mm-hmm.
She only really moved here, right here.
she was still behind the counter.
Yeah, but no. So I'm saying, because right around here, this is very close to each other.
I get that, John. It's so close that if she actually had that knife in her hand and was coming after you, she would have stabbed you before you were able to turn back around. And
You would
shoot
have a
her.
stab mark in your back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Trust
fast,
us,
but
we've
I'm
done
sorry.
it. There's a lot of FBI studies. There's so much information out there about how fast somebody can attack with an edged weapon, okay? And law enforcement even can't defend from a foot away or 18 inches away. And that's about the average counter length. So if you are going to sit here and tell the truth all the way up until the point of what actually happened.
No,
That's not helpful to the case, though.
I did kill her.
I know you did kill her.
And
but you're
and I know that's a camera. So what is your name?
My name's Jennifer.
So Jennifer, what Jennifer said is completely right.
okay.
Which is?
That all of the abuse, verbally and physically, I got tired of it, and it happened fast.
Yeah, let's take care of it, right? And that's what you did.
And
no one's going to fault you for that, because here's the thing, man, is that a person can only take so much, right? But you also know right and wrong. But a person can take so much before they have a breaking point. You had a breaking point today. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you being honest, because that makes me believe everything you've told me up to this point, except for that you were going to be stabbed.
Yeah. I think it was just the heat of the moment, and it just happened so fast.
Well, you're trying to, you know what, here's the thing, you're human, and now you're trying to come up with a reason why you would have done that. But the reason that you did that is not because she was coming after you with a knife, right? The reason you did that is because you had enough of her yelling and arguing and not loving you or making you feel loved.
And you told her that you were tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't stop. She just got worse.
So I appreciate you being honest. That tells me what kind of man you are, okay? Because someone who's going to come up with this cockamamie story that, about the knife, I get it. So was she really cutting meat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She was.
You didn't place that knife there?
No, not at all.
Okay, all right.
Absolutely not.
So we'll find fajita fixings or whatever it was that she was making?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else you weren't honest with us about?
Nope. Absolutely everything.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you think we should know?
Mm-mm.
Faced with the detectives poking glaring holes in his story, John finally admitted to the truth of the matter.
We need to hear it from you, the story of what really happened today. Okay? Can you do that for us?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
We were having an argument. I thought it was done, and I guess she wasn't over with it, and she said something, and honestly, like I said the first time, it literally just happened in a split second.
You're going to have to take us through the whole thing.
Okay, thank you for explaining. She was yelling at me while she was cutting the steak, and I guess after all the times that she's done to me, I guess today was the day, and I ended her life.
Okay. And talk to me about what was she doing with the knife when she was yelling at you?
Well, she was cussing and yelling and just like that with the knife and just yelling at me, and I just got tired of it. This has been going on for so long, physical and mental, and then she makes me think I'm stupid, and I'm an idiot for thinking what I'm thinking now.
Right.
And it just happened so fast, and I pulled the trigger.
Had she already put the knife down?
No, she still had it on her.
But she wasn't coming at you?
No, I don't think so. But like I said, it happened so fast, so and probably I thought like she was, because she was showing aggression and she wasn't being nice in a manner.
Okay.
And it happened so fast, I pulled the trigger, and that was done. 2 times fast. Probably like a second from both, from the first one to the second. Like it was very fast.
Okay.
And I immediately called 911. Pretty much after I pulled the trigger twice is when I called 911.
Okay. It still's not really making sense as to why the knife would be on the counter.
Well, I can't really tell you that, but all I know is she had it on her,
and she was still behind the counter when you shot her. Okay.
And like the detective said.
Okay, so What were you arguing about? I'm sure you can remember that.
Well, honestly, we were fighting about like two things, even though we were fighting about comparison, about how when I explain things, I sound like I'm belittling her. And I said, you can't compare me to how you treat me, of how you've always treated me. Mm-hmm. Like how from the beginning of since we've been together, when we got married, is when it all started, is you just get physically and mentally abusive with me.
So what did she say did she say something that finally cracked you, or?
I honestly, and I'm being honest with you, I cannot tell you what she said.
Okay.
All I heard was because I thought things were getting to a good point, and she just blew up like fast. And
with her words, or blew up how?
Just in her body language and her words, and I guess I just lost it, and I shot her twice.
Okay. Okay.
And that is the truth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You must have some questions. Nothing?
I just like you guys being very nice.
Well.
And actually listening to me. I know what I did was wrong. Very wrong. I just like that someone is listening to me. Nobody ever listens to me. Not even my parents.
Yeah.
So it really means a lot.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you being honest with us. It makes that trust happen a lot easier, doesn't it? We all set?
Good.
Okay.
John finally explains what happened between him and his wife, and even thanks the detectives for allowing him to tell his side of the story. His walls come down, and he finally admits to the true extent of his murderous intent. Ultimately, a jury convicted John of first-degree murder. The wealth of evidence against him had been overwhelming, and there could be no doubt that the killing was vicious and cold-blooded. Despite being driven to murder due to years of abuse, John was handed down the harshest possible sentence: life behind bars without the possibility of parole.